every truth came wrapped in lies. I kept believing what you sold. Turned my heart into your home. But every crack inside these walls shows the truth behind it all. I tried to fix what you denied, but truth can't live where secrets hide.
SmackDown is boring! Oh. Let me hear WWE Radio. Let me hear them cover up this absolutely piss poor. I wish I had the 2 hours I wasted on this dog shit. I wish I had it all back. Is Triple H even trying anymore? I now know why he wants to buy. He wants to buy up all the propaganda he possibly can. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to the LTS Beer Garden. Oh, we're gonna need a lot of cold beverages tonight. And when I get there on this sad Friday night, I want to know, what the fuck are you guys drinking? I'll see you over there. It also isn't about excuses. WWE has failed creatively. AEW has failed fundamentally. So why did Triple H lose the plot? Why did Tony Khan abandon everything that made AEW special? Because nobody is committed to the one thing that actually matters: long-term booking. What is going on, guys? Thank you so very much for joining me right here on Off the Script. This is your Friday Night SmackDown post show for your July 24th, 2026. I'm your host, JD from New York, as always, coming to you live from the OTS Beer Garden. Thank you guys so very much for joining me on this Friday evening, wherever you may be. You know, if you work for a radio station or a podcast that's affiliated with WWE, I would genuinely love to hear how you're going to cover up how bad of a show this was. I don't even think that's humanly possible. It can't. It can't. You know, the community cried on social media. The brain rot, sub-level IQ, ghouls and goblins on social media, they all cried. Oh, well, where were the women's matches, Triple H? Why didn't we get one women's match, Triple H? Not even an in-ring promo, Triple H. Certain subsections of the IWC on Monday cried that WWE didn't give us any women's matches. We tune into Friday Night SmackDown, and after 90 minutes, I got slapped in the face with nothing but women's matches. Sub-level, sub-mediocre. Absolutely, if you missed the show, you missed absolutely nothing. Garbage! Diabolical slop! On a Friday night. You know, I come to watch the most elite, most gifted, and most exciting superstars that the world of professional wrestling has to offer. I come for gripping, captivating, and thought-provoking stories that make you want to watch week after week after week after week. And then we get Nia Jax. And then we get Jade Cargill. And then we get Chelsea Green. And then we get Kiana James. And then we get 90 minutes of some of the worst professional wrestling that you will see all year. What did this show accomplish? What did this show accomplish? Oh, boy. Charlotte Flair got into the ladder match, JD. A ladder match for what? Second place? They ain't wrestling over the Women's Championship. They're wrestling over who's underneath Rhea Ripley Championship. This show sucks. I'm sorry. I every week I say it. This show sucks. Again, I thought last week was bad. Somehow, a week before SummerSlam, and this week is worse than last week. You know, all this show accomplished, all this show did was show you how awful the SmackDown women's division is. That's exactly what it showed you. It also showed you that WWE clearly doesn't know how to write for anybody, and at points, I genuinely think that they forgot who actually exists on this roster. I'm looking at the roster page right now. Where is Carmelo Hayes, and why isn't he on the show on a weekly basis? Is he even going to be at SummerSlam? You do realize that Carmelo Hayes missed WrestleMania, correct? Now you're going to have him miss SummerSlam? Who thought that was a good idea? Or I don't know. Maybe you forgot he works there. We had Baron Corbin show up 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, and he attacked both Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams. Obviously targeting the United States Championship. Why hasn't there been a fucking follow-up? Why? Trick gets attacked by Baron Corbin. He's in a number one contenders match for the WWE Championship tonight. The winner goes on to wrestle Sami Zayn at SummerSlam. Is he not concerned about his own fucking title? Carmelo Hayes, he missed WrestleMania. He's got nothing to say about Baron Corbin. No anger, no frustrations, no thoughts, no opinions on Baron Corbin being back in the WWE, ruining yet another opportunity at the United States Championship. What about Ricky Saints? You know, the guy that WWE jammed down our throat for 3 straight PLE cycles, going after the United States Championship. Where is Ricky Saints, and why isn't he on the show on a weekly basis? Don't you think getting Ricky Saints, who is barely getting any live reactions from the audience, tonight in Oakland, it was like pulling teeth to a point where they didn't even react to Cody Rhodes? Don't you think putting Ricky Saints on the show in front of a live audience every single week would only help get him, I don't know, a little bit more over in the eyes of the audience? Why isn't Ricky Saints on television, and why did he just all of a sudden disappear after Night of Champions? Did WWE, did Triple H forget that he works there? Or are you going to keep him off television because you want to create another hometown moment when Money in the Bank goes to New Orleans, Papa H? Drew McIntyre. My God, man, I love Drew McIntyre to death. I can't wait for him to get back to television. Holy shit. Is his absence sorely, and I mean sorely missed? Where is Julia? Why haven't we done anything to resuscitate Julia after such a dismal creative run there, SmackDown writing team? Oh, that's right. She's on Main Event wrestling dark matches with Kiana James. You know, the story you wanted me to legitimately give a fuck about because they were an on-screen pairing for the last year, only to get broken up because you wanted to break Kiana away and make Julia babyface. So what do? You play everything off in a fucking dark match! Why did you even sign the woman? Does she even work there? Here's one for you. Right before WrestleMania, he was putting on some of the best matches on the entire show. Late 2025, the guy was putting on some of the best matches in WWE all year. Where is Ilya Dragunov? Was he one of those guys that was asked to take a Pay cut? Where is he? No explanation. Not even a murmur, a whisper, a whimper. No name mentioned whatsoever. I'm looking at his picture right here. It's outdated, but I'm looking at his picture right here on WWE.com. Former United States champion. Won the title from Sami Zayn in his first night back after a devastating injury. Where is Ilya Dragunov? Is he going through visa issues? If he's not going through visa issues, which I don't know if you guys are aware, if he was going through visa issues, I don't think he'd be able to, I guess, work in the United States. He's obviously showing up to work. He's at the Performance Center. He's at the fucking dungeon with Natty Neidhart. Where is he and why isn't he on television? Why isn't he on television? Don't you think Dragunov's inclusion on television would, I don't know, make SmackDown a little bit more enjoyable? Jacob Fatu has been taken out of a top spot on SmackDown to reside in the bloodline as a right-hand man to Roman Reigns who doesn't want to show up to work. So I guess as a compromise, Jacob Fatu now wrestles less than ever before. Johnny Gargano, they got him sleeping on a fucking production crate. For how long now? I lost count. Where is Jordan Grace? And what did she do? Did she say something that was inappropriate? Did she shit in somebody's fucking suitcase? Did she piss in someone's fucking cheesecake and catering? Where is Jordan Grace? WWE's got to look themselves in the mirror on that one because you brought Jordan Grace over from TNA, put her in NXT, joined SmackDown, and her presentation was fucking garbage. She came out to fucking crickets. I would walk out there and get a better reaction. Plus the theme music that you gave her, when you give someone generic AI Def Rebel fucking slop that doesn't fit someone's character and leaves the audience asking, who the fuck is that? Then you got a failure known as Jordan Grace. Kevin Owens, please. KO, I'm begging you. I'm begging you, man. Get back. Get back as soon as you can. This show's making me miss Kit Wilson. This show is making me miss Kit Wilson. Matt Cardona. They brought him back to sit in the locker room watching his wife wrestle while his fucking wrestling boots are collecting dust. Naomi, please, for the love of God, please get back. Please, we need some entertaining females on this show. We need some captivating females on this show. We need someone that's worth watching. Not Jade Cargill. Nathan Frazier, Axiom. There's no tag team division. The tag team division is non-existent. They're using the fucking War Raiders, who are a Monday Night Raw tag team, who won the AAA tag team championships. They got them on Friday Night SmackDown, wrestling Damian Priest and R-Truth, who aren't even a fucking tag team. Randy Orton. Bro, I know Pat McAfee fucked you up. I know Pat McAfee fucked everything up and probably ruined your entire mood about even being back on Friday Night SmackDown. Randy, please come back. Please. I need you. I need something. I need something. Ray Phoenix. Where is Ray Phoenix? How do you sign one of the world's best luchadors? You bring in his brother, make his brother the Intercontinental Champion, give his brother a major SummerSlam match, and Ray Phoenix is holding a AAA Cruiserweight Championship, which then is the only way he gets on this fucking show! No, but we got Brie Bella versus Lainey Reid. Nia Jax and Charlotte Flair. Chelsea Green and Kiana James. I don't have it. I don't have any words, chat. I don't have any words. I don't have any words. Let me guess, next week, WWE's going to book Nia Jax and Lash Legend versus Meat Shit and Beat Fab. Oh, man, I can't wait. Let me guess, next week, WWE's going to book Nikki Bella versus Lacey Lane. Or whatever the fuck, JCJ, Lacey Lane, JCJ, who the fuck cares? It all sucks. It all sucks. It all sucks. Oh. Two matches already booked for next week, huh? Who is it? Julia versus Lash Legend for the last spot for the ladder match. Oh man, Julia doesn't stand a chance, does she? Izzy Dame, Lizzie Rain, it's all fucking garbage. This place sucks. What happened to this place? What happened to this show? What? What happened to it? You know, it's been one of those weeks, man. Monday night was one of the worst shows that WWE put on all year. Raw was terrible. Dynamite was terrible. SmackDown is terrible. I don't know. I don't know if it's the summer months and they feel like nobody's watching. Redemption's coming up on Sunday. This is one of the most useless, worthless fucking wastes of money I have ever seen all year. How anybody can justify this show by spending $50 on it? Then you got Busted Open Radio being absorbed into WWE Radio. I mean, everything just fucking sucks. What is this community coming to? What is this community becoming? I really don't get it. And nobody cares. Nobody wants to stand up and fucking fight for a better show. Nobody wants to stand up and accept that what they're being given is absolute fucking dog shit. They're asking you to pay premium dollar for it. Meanwhile, they're absorbing Busted Open Radio and firing Thunder Rosa, and they're just paying to control the narrative. They are paying to control the narrative. How can anyone sit there and watch this show and then jump on their own platform and talk about how great a SmackDown this was? Or smile during this show, or react during this show? What was there on this show to genuinely enjoy? What am I missing? What am I not seeing that other people are seeing? Oh, but JD, you hate your life, so all that negativity is coming out on your show. Fuck you. No, it ain't. The show sucks. The show sucks. If the show was good, I'd be on here, and I would have already gotten into the written review. I would have already gotten to my notes. What would you like me to review? Nia Jax! WWE has paid to control the narrative. Everything is great. Everything's great. Oh my God. Everything's great. Everything's great. No, it ain't. We are in such deep shit. We are in fucking dire circumstances, man. Dire. This is like laying on your deathbed type shit. This shit is fucking bad. Bad. Yes, let's put SummerSlam tickets on sale for $25 with code JET. Whoever the fuck that is. $25 SummerSlam tickets, and everything's great. Everything's great. The fucking show ain't worth the fucking... The seconds of airtime they gave that fucking clown, whoever he is. SummerSlam ain't worth the price of admission on the fucking... with the printing on the ticket. It's not even worth that. What am I missing, chat? What am I missing? Everybody's being bought and paid for. It's fucking sad out here, bro. It really is fucking sad out here. Busted Open is now absorbed into WWE Radio. Fightful and the Wrestling Observer and Wrestle Talk and What Culture and Cultaholic, they're all fucking bought and paid for by Tony Khan. The funniest thing I heard all week was, Tony Khan should start his own podcast network and bring on people that are going to talk about just AEW. The fuck do you need that for? Half the fucking community's bought and paid for. You want Tony Khan to do the same thing that WWE did, and it's going to result in the same thing. Let me buy up all the positivity and put them under one fucking roof so that we can create our own little echo chamber and nobody could fucking say anything. That's what you want? That's what you want. There's not one shred of honest, genuine, thought-provoking, passionate individuals. We are the last of a dying breed. Sami Zayn wears that shirt. The last real good guy in WWE. Motherfucker, there's like a handful of us still left. There's like a handful of us still left. Genuinely. Handful of us still left with some major pull around here. Me, Jason. Who else is there? Don Tony. There's not many of us left, man. There's not many of us left. Jade didn't wrestle. She exists, Wayne. She's fucking terrible. If you got a problem with me criticizing Jade, maybe you should fucking leave. She sucks. She's an absolute fucking eyesore in the entire division. BC's one of them. I said that yesterday. BC is one of them. He's not as big as the other guys I mentioned, but he's there. He's there. He'll call the bullshit out when there's obviously bullshit given to us. Coach, Russo, there's not many of us left, bro. Cornette, there's not many of us left. There isn't. It's fucking sad. This show is sad. This show is absolutely fucking depressing. The entire community's depressing. I mean, WWE's buying everybody up. WWE's controlling the narrative. And all that's left is fucking reaction streamers. And a handful of us that actually want to see this show thrive and grow and become something great. Yeah, you know what? I am going to include Santa Zap in I'm going to include him in the rest because he genuinely gives honest criticism. He does. Ross is another one, yes. Again, a handful of us, man. A handful of us. Oh, man, I'm legitimately drained, bro. I can't. David, I love you, brother. I really do. And I listen, I appreciate all of your support, brother. I really do. This show sucked. This was not a good show, bro. It wasn't even an okay show. It wasn't even an okay show, man. There's legitimately nothing okay about this show. Every segment on this show worth anything was a talking segment. And the wrestling they gave us was absolutely piss poor. I could miss it and not miss a fucking thing for 2 hours. It wasn't an okay show. I'm not here for okay, bro. I'm not. I'm not here for okay. We are well beyond, it was an okay show. Or, you got to take a show like this because, when they do a show like this and the next one's good, we look bad on the bad. Or we look back on the bad. No. I am done giving them a pass. I am done giving them a bye. I am done saying, it was all right. It was whatever, man. It is what it is. It's what they do. No, I'm done. No. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. We're going to get into this show tonight. There's not much to get into, except for the 2 promo segments and 1 backstage segment with Sami Zayn. They finally found a way to get Sami Zayn on the SummerSlam card. I don't actually hate it. And we're getting a match that I'm sure will be a very, very good pro wrestling match. So I am at least pleased with how they got Sami Zayn on the SummerSlam card. Because there was no way over a 2-night SummerSlam that you're going to leave Sami Zayn off the SummerSlam card. That's just ridiculous. That's just ridiculous. So we're going to get into this. We're going to try our best to make sense of what happened tonight. This is one of your last true, honest podcasts in the entire community that will never change, will never sell out, will never have a narrative, will never bullshit you or gaslight you. This is Off the Script. Yeah, listen, Santa Zap is a good dude. He is. I may dislike reaction streamers, but he does give his genuine, honest criticisms. He does. All you need to do is listen to what he has to say. He doesn't even review the shows on, and I guess this is more like I guess that's like a monetary thing. He puts them behind his Patreon. But I think he does something with Denise, and I'm not tuning into that because I even though if you want to listen to what he has to say, I got to listen to the other one. Who wants to listen to that? Really? Again, man, there is a small handful of us left, and the disheartening news about Busted Open Radio, man, it's just sad. It's just sad. And I'm a LaGreca guy. I wish Dave nothing but the best. And it's not him I don't trust. It's the WWE I don't trust. You can sit there and say nothing's going to change. 6 to 12 months down the line, when they hear one comment that's off from what they want. Now you can't do that. Now you can't do that. No, you can't do that. Yeah, Stevie Richards is good too. I listen to Stevie. I consume a lot of his YouTube content. I don't listen to his audio show, but I listen to whatever he's got up on the YouTube channel because they cut it up in clips. Yeah, this is the Killer Instinct music, man. I felt like this was a good theme for what we got going on here. This is Andy James and his rendition of Killer Instinct. It's on YouTube. Go check it out. Yeah, we uploaded a video yesterday on the Busted Open WWE Radio thing. I had to get real with you guys. I had to pull out my inner Blame Truth, man. Shout out to Blame Truth, my favorite COD commentary channel, because he's the only fucking one that's real. Had a lot to get off my chest. A lot. And I don't mean any negativity whatsoever towards Dave LaGreca or Bully Ray or Nick Nemeth or any of those guys. I know that they needed to do it. I know that it was an opportunity that they could not turn down. It's just something that when they have to look themselves in the mirror and wonder where everybody went, is because the landscape of pro wrestling today is sick of the corporate WWE and the way wrestling itself is becoming very manufactured and very corporate. People just want real, man. They just want real human beings talking about what they're legitimately watching. That's all they want. So go check that out. It's on the channel. Really good stuff there. I was live with the coach on Tuesday morning with the 2 count. We will absolutely be discussing this in detail and in depth on Tuesday's show this coming week. Tuesday Night Titans with the Solid Monster on Tuesday nights, 8:30. We had a great show on Tuesday night. I was live for the Monday Night Raw post show, and I was live flying solo on the Wednesday night show. I know a lot of you guys, you enjoy it when I get the opportunity to do it by myself. And I gave you exactly what I was thinking in the moment watching what was another terrible Dynamite. As we head into a pay-per-view on Sunday that should not even exist. All that content's on the channel. Go and check that stuff out. Follow me on social media at JD from NY206, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Cameo. Hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for notifications. Everybody that has signed up for the Patreon in the recent days, thank you guys very much. We are also on Patreon, patreon.com/JD from NY206. We just did a extensive watch-along for the SummerSlam 2002 match between Shawn Michaels and Triple H. Genuine real-time commentary, genuine emotion. Go and check that out. We got the wheel back tonight. The VIP wheel is up, and we got it ready to go. Just to give you guys a look at the VIP wheel. We are already 5 out of 10 for tonight's goal. The wheel is ready to go, man. The wheel is spinning. And my guy Don Stoney messaged me today. He got his merch. He's on the beach. He's looking at his sunset. And he's drinking a cold beverage. So make sure you guys go and get that goal achieved. Every $10 donation or more, depending on what you donate and what you super chat. 10 equals 1 spin. 20, 2 spins. So on and so forth. But if you reach the goal, everybody that's donating tonight is going to get an additional spin or additional spot on the wheel. So make sure you guys go and do that. We're already 6 out of 10, so we need another 4 more, and then we will conduct wheel business later. And tonight we're sponsored by my great friends over at Blue Chew, BlueChew.com, code JD at checkout. You're going to buy 2 months of Blue Chew Gold and get the 3rd month for free. And on your first order, you're going to get 10% off and free overnight shipping. That sounds like a good deal to me, man. That sounds like a good deal to me. Mr. Premium, I see you, man, with the $50 super chat coming on in. Oh, my goodness, man. We got to give my guy, Mr. Premium, a round of applause. Thank you, Mr. Premium. We'll read all your super chats as we conduct wheel business later, so have fun with that. We're going to get into tonight's show and hopefully breeze through this very, very depressing and dismal episode of Friday Night SmackDown. We start things off with a contract signing. Adam Pearce is in the ring overseeing a contract signing between Nick Aldis and Gunther. So Aldis is there. He says he was there to make a match between Gunther and my colleague, he says, his colleague, Nick Aldis. He says there are some terms and conditions that need to be made clear first. He introduced Gunther, who came out to the ring. Gunther and Aldis, they were at the table, sitting across from each other. Adam Pearce says, once Aldis signs the contract as a wrestler, Nick Aldis will then relinquish his role as general manager of SmackDown. So as soon as he signs the contract and makes this match legally official for SummerSlam between him and Gunther, Nick Aldis will never be the general manager of Friday Night SmackDown again. He says that he would be overtaking Nick Aldis' duties. So Adam Pearce will be the general manager of both Raw and SmackDown. Now, I don't know if you guys are aware. AJ Styles has been very, very vocal lately. He's been talking about WWE in all different aspects. He's been down at NXT. He actually had a hand in producing Tony D'Angelo and Nakaru at NXT this past Tuesday at the Performance Center. So if AJ is getting in that type of aspect with WWE, and we need another general manager on Friday Night SmackDown, and AJ Styles is maybe, I don't know, getting that itch to be back on television, still have a hand in what he's doing in the world of pro wrestling. What about we take AJ Styles and put him in a position to be the general manager of Friday Night SmackDown? If he is really retired, yet he still wants to be on television, why not bring AJ Styles back home Why not give AJ that feeling of belonging and give him a spot on Friday Night SmackDown on the show that AJ helped build? The house that AJ Styles built is Friday Night SmackDown. Why not? Why not? I think that would be great. Now that Aldis has relinquished his GM duties, we don't need to see double Adam Pearce, even though Adam Pearce is very good at what he does. Adam Pearce is a great GM. He's not the greatest GM. I prefer a NXT Black and Gold William Regal, but Adam Pearce is very good at his job. He said Aldis has to agree that WWE bears no responsibility for what happens to him in his match against Gunther. Aldis says he knows exactly what he is signing. He says he never wanted this, but Gunther brought it to this point. He congratulated Gunther finding his breaking point, and he signs the contract. Gunther told Aldis that this would be the greatest moment of Nick Aldis' career. He says, ever since he joined SmackDown, Nick Aldis has had a problem with him. You are just jealous of me, he said. Now, I'm not sure if you guys are aware, Drew McIntyre went on to go film movies. Drew McIntyre was in this position well before WrestleMania, where he was going back and forth with Nick Aldis. If it wasn't Gunther, it was going to be Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre went on to Hollywood to go film back-to-back movies. In comes Gunther to plug the hole missing by Drew McIntyre. That's why Gunther is in this position that he's in right now. And whether you want to call it a burial of Gunther or a miscast of Gunther or Gunther has fallen off and all these other things we're talking about when it comes to Gunther and his positioning in WWE, it's not the same as it used to be. Gunther is one of those guys and has transformed into one of those guys that has been like a handyman. He's all over the place. You need him to be plugged into a world championship title match and get a big match out of somebody. He did that. Now he's in a feud here with Nick Aldis, filling in for Drew McIntyre. Since Drew McIntyre, we don't know when he's going to be back. So that's the type of role that Gunther has been playing for most of 2026. So yes, it has felt like Gunther has fallen off a little bit, and that's because he has. You are jealous of me. Gunther said Aldis is a former NWA World Heavyweight Champion, but let's be honest, you never really made it, did you? He said Aldis dreamed of being a WWE superstar, and it never happened. Gunther said he walked into WWE and got it all immediately. He got the titles, the records. He became a multi-millionaire. He told Aldis that he had to tell himself, you're just not good enough. Gunther also pointed at his watch, saying that the watch around my wrist right now is probably more than your yearly salary. I love how we're just bragging about how much money we're spending on irrelevant items. I just saw an Instagram reel from Roman Reigns. It wasn't from the Roman Reigns Instagram, but it was Roman in New York City at, I guess, a private dealer that he knows or has known for a few. And he goes and buys himself a $400,000 Richard Mille watch. Richard Mille watch. Bro, it tells fucking time. Like, when I turn 50, I'm getting a Rolex. I know that for sure. I don't own a Rolex. I own a Panerai watch. I love Panerai because it's Italian. I'm Sicilian. I wanted a Panerai watch. They didn't have the Rolex I wanted in stock when I turned 40, so I opted for the Panerai. But I'm getting a Rolex at 50. And I'm not really a watch collector, though I used to sell watches. I either want a Rolex Submariner or I want a Rolex Milgauss. That's it. God knows how much they're going for now. Submariner, when I used to sell watches, was about $8,800. I can imagine it's like $1,400 now. But yes, Roman makes enough money to willingly spend $400,000 on a watch. And he bought a Rolex at the same time he bought the $400,000 watch. It's crazy. It's crazy. I guess they didn't ask Roman Reigns to take a pay cut, huh? Richard who? Go look it up. Google. Gunther signed the contract. He says he's going to turn Aldis into a legend. He listed Goldberg and AJ Styles and John Cena. He says they were all stupid enough to get in the ring with him as they were chasing one more moment. I'll end your career before it has properly even started. Aldis said Gunther has said all that before, but if he actually believed it, he wouldn't be saying it over and over again. He stood up and said Gunther is trying to get him to believe it because he never thought it'd get to this point. He said Gunther thought he'd pay his fine and that would be it. He says when he slapped him and Triple H made their match at SummerSlam, he saw his eyes, and his eyes says he didn't want any of this. He said Gunther now has put his career in jeopardy. I haven't had a match in 3 years. I have nothing to lose. He told Gunther if he loses to him at SummerSlam, Gunther goes from the career killer to the man who got made into a bitch by his boss. Gunther shoved Aldis. Aldis starts punching at Gunther. They brawled. Pearce tried to get in between them and separate them. Gunther, after Aldis was propelled into Pearce, who was bounced off the ropes, Gunther then went low on Nick Aldis and hit him in the dick and then picked him up, and typical contract signing segment, someone's got to go through the table. Nick Aldis gets powerbombed through the table. You know, I was a little kind of annoyed that they announced this match taking place at SummerSlam on Twitter. Like, legitimately, Triple H announced this match taking place last weekend on social media. And I'm yelling at my phone. I'm like, why didn't you wait till television to announce this? Why are you announcing it on social media? It's a first-time match for Nick Aldis. It's a big showcase match for SummerSlam, yet you're announcing it on social media. I'm glad they actually gave these two the time to make this really feel official. Even though we got a lot of story coming into this about Aldis and Gunther and the back and forth and Nick Aldis showing up in Saturday night's main event and screwing Gunther out of a championship opportunity. I'm glad that they put these two in the ring and made it official. Now, I don't know what this means for Nick Aldis' WWE career. Is he going to become a full-time wrestler on the active roster? Is this going to be a one and done? Is WWE going to give Nick Aldis the liberty to be Nick Aldis on Friday Night SmackDown? God knows the show could fucking use someone like Nick Aldis. Now, I'm a Nick Aldis guy. He's a little bit more technical than I would like, but Nick Aldis is one of those guys that I feel like he's one of those storytellers that really encapsulates what you want from an in-ring perspective and someone who just grasps how important a story is. He's like, the best way for me to put it, he's just like Cody Rhodes. So I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to this a lot more than many people are. I'm looking forward to it more than a lot of what WWE's announced for SummerSlam. Don't get me wrong. I'm interested in seeing Cody and Punk. I'm interested in seeing how WWE produces the Hell in a Cell between Oba and Brock. I'm very interested in Gable winning the Intercontinental Championship from Penta. And I'm interested in this match. I'm very much looking forward to seeing what Nick Aldis can still do after being away for 3 years. And you can't really pick a better opponent for Nick Aldis to be back in the ring against after 3 years than someone like Gunther. I just hope when the bell rings, we're not going to get a collar and elbow tie-up. And I hope when the bell rings, we're not going to get some scientific fucking wrestling match that bores me to fucking tears. I want to see a fight I want to see two guys who genuinely don't like each other delivering fucking a fight with intensity. I don't want to see fucking joint manipulation or fucking arm bars and leg locks. I want to see a fucking fight. So hopefully they know they have to bring that type of heat. This was a good segment. They went backstage. Kathy Kelly was with Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn was already angry. He says he had a lot to get off his chest. Everybody's got a lot that they want to get off their chest lately. He said management didn't want him to be a champion, as shown by him being forced to defend his title on a different show with just days' notice. He said, then when Cody was taken out, CM Punk was waiting fresh as a daisy, ready to go. He called Punk corporate poster boy number 2. He says they love having Punk versus Cody on the poster. Everyone's happy. But what about me? 18 days ago, he was the WWE Champion. Now he's riding the bench going into SummerSlam. Make it make sense to me. Adam Pearce, he's about to walk into the trainer's room to go check on Nick Aldis. He confronted Pearce as he was about to go check on Aldis. Pearce said Sami got caught in the crosshairs and it didn't go right. Sami then asked him to make it right and make it a triple threat match. Pearce said, one-on-one. That match is locked in. I can't do that. I can't add you. Punk and Cody is the match. Pearce told Sami there is a fatal 4-way tonight, and the winner goes on to SummerSlam in a number 1 contenders match, and Sami is already in. So at SummerSlam, Sami Zayn finds himself onto the card, having to wrestle the winner of this number 1 contendership fatal 4-way that will take place tonight. Adam Pearce told him, earn your way back in. Earn your way back in? The guy got fucked over. Why does Sami have to earn his way back in? Sami won the championship and was told by Adam Pearce that he would have to defend the championship on days' notice against Cody Rhodes on Raw. Why is he having to defend the championship on a show that is not even his? Cody then got taken out by Gunther. Sami Zayn then had to defend the title against somebody that he had no ample time to prepare for in CM Punk. A decision that was given by Nick Aldis, who was out on administrative leave. So Sami got fucked by one general manager by asking him to defend the championship on a show that's not his show, then to defend the championship against somebody on a show that's not his, made by a general manager who's out on administrative leave. So Sami loses the championship. Sami has to team with Gunther, and his SummerSlam hopes rely on Gunther. Nick Aldis fucks Gunther over. In the process, fucks Sami Zayn over. How many more injustices does Sami Zayn have to endure? Now you want him to earn his way back in? Motherfucker, if Sami Zayn brought all of this evidence to a jury, they would deem him innocent. And they would give him the biggest payout that one could ask for. Sami Zayn should automatically be the number 1 contender for the WWE Championship. If you want to have Cody Rhodes and CM Punk in the main event, that's fine. Sami should get first shot on the following Friday, August 7th, following SummerSlam. Or worst case, put him in a match at SummerSlam with Punk and Cody. But like Sami said, and this is actually a worked shoot, WWE doesn't want to mess up their headlines. They don't want to mess up their poster by including Sami Zayn. But I think if Sami was in the middle of a WWE that sold 50,000 tickets out the door for both night one and night two, over 100,000 people, we may still be looking at Sami Zayn as the WWE Champion, walking into SummerSlam as the WWE Champion, because at that point, WWE wouldn't be so reliant on selling tickets. They only took the belt off Sami because they needed tickets to sell, and they needed to announce CM Punk and Cody Rhodes. This was a mess of their own making. But listen, Sami says he wasn't happy because those four that were mentioned to be in this fatal four-way was going to be Finn Balor, Damian Priest, Trick Williams, and Royce Keys. All people mentioned by CM Punk. And Punk sat on the sidelines for 4 months and got a shot. Now he's got to wrestle for it. Adam Pearce told him, I gave you an option. You take it or you leave it. Sami considered it. He said, fine, I'll take it. No more shenanigans or surprises or funny business. At the end of all of that, I wanted to reiterate how much this doesn't make sense. But I do like the fact that they got Sami Zayn on the SummerSlam card, and he's in a match with some meaning. He's in a match with some tangible stakes on the line. When this match takes place between Sami and whomever the champion is, I'm assuming it's going to be CM Punk. I don't think CM Punk's losing the WWE Championship to Cody Rhodes. I think we'll either get that on the first Friday following SummerSlam, or we will get that at WrestlePalooza. Maybe. WWE may want to run back Punk and Cody too at WrestlePalooza, because Mark Shapiro, TKO higher up, said that they want to make WrestlePalooza one of their major intellectual properties, being that it was something that debuted first on ESPN. WrestlePalooza. Sure. Sami's on the SummerSlam card, and Sami being on the card makes SummerSlam just a teeny bit better. Now, unfortunately, onto the garbage. Brie Bella versus Lainey Reid. This went 5 minutes. I want you to be aware of the times I give you for these matches. This match went 5 minutes. Right before the commercial break, Brie leapt onto the stairs outside and then jumped off and clotheslined Lainey Reid. After the break, Fallon Henley tried to knock Brie off the top rope. Brie kicked her down. Lainey recovered, set up a superplex. Brie blocked it. Jacy Jayne yelled at Brie as she jumped onto the ring apron. Paige yanked her off. Lainey went for the cover, but she tried to get a leverage pin by holding on to the ropes. The referee saw it, stopped the count. Brie then reversed the pin, and she pins Lainey Reid. I mean, this is match of the year type shit here, chat. Match of the year, captivating stuff. Said nobody. First of all, Fatal Influence. Let me take you back about a week ago. Jacy Jayne was in a match against Tiffany Stratton. Jacy Jayne lost to Tiffany Stratton. That was a qualifying match for second place. A spot in the ladder match for the Interim Women's Championship that they refused to take off of Rhea Ripley. Now, I said it sounds fucking stupid that Jacy Jayne didn't get into the ladder match because, A, she's relatively new. B, you want someone like that and should want someone like that in the ladder match because that's a make or break type of thing. That's a career-defining moment, a career-making moment for someone who's just relatively new to the SmackDown roster. So they gave Jacy Jayne a loss and put Tiffany Stratton in the ladder match because she's from Minnesota and they got to have her on the show. Instead of building the United States Championship up with, I don't know, maybe somewhat of a story and a possible title defense, no, we'll just put her in the ladder match and leave Jacy Jayne, who absolutely deserves to be there, we'll leave her out. Which brings us to this week. Fatal Influence won the Women's Tag Team Championships at Saturday night's main event from Brie Bella and Paige. They walk into Friday Night SmackDown 6 days later, tonight, as the new Women's Tag Team Champions. A, why are we running the same feud back after we just got it on Saturday? Is there nobody else that you could put in the ring with Lainey Reid? Or is there nobody else that you could build a story with for Fatal Influence? Why are we getting rinse and repeat matches that nobody asked for in the first place? Secondly, they just won the titles 6 days ago. Why is Lainey Reid, who is one half of the Women's Tag Team Champions, losing her first singles match after winning the Women's Tag Team Championships? And then I get low IQ fucking brain rot ghouls online telling me, I don't think this is a bad thing for the young talent to put over the veteran talent. What the fuck are you watching? And why are you making excuses for bad creative? First of all, why are champions losing non-title situations? Number one. Number two, why do you have this woman or the group Fatal Influence winning the titles on Saturday to lose their very first match coming out of Saturday night's main event? That's number two. Number three, why are we acting like giving Lainey Reid the win here over poor Brie Bella? What makes you think they couldn't give Lainey Reid the win and still get to Nikki Bella and the 6-woman tag team match that they booked for SummerSlam tonight? Why are we making excuses for bad creative is what I want to know. I don't know, is WWE Radio going to call that out? Are they going to give you the analysis that I just gave you, or are they going to glaze over that and say, oh man, it's so happy to have Nikki Bella back. Oh man, she's a legend. Can we get her on the show for an interview that means nothing, that will be listened to by nobody because nobody's interested in fucking corporate propaganda slop? Nikki Bella ran out after a post-match attack. Nikki gave JC Jane the rack attack. Lainey and Fallon pulled JC to the outside. Nikki called them bitches because I guess ChatGPT was told to always add bitch when they want to up the intensity via a promo. And says they could sneak up from the minor leagues and steal from her sisters and get away with it? Nah. She said they are the reason they are where they are, so now it's time for a wake-up call. She challenged them to a 6-woman tag team match at SummerSlam. Why are we referring to NXT as the minor league? Is that what it is? I was told by Nick Khan that NXT is looked at as the third brand. It's looked at as an equal to the main roster. We forgot about that, didn't we? Oh, man. I guess that one must have slipped everybody's fucking brain cells. Okay. Fantastic. Who asked for this? You do realize that Carmelo Hayes and Ray Phoenix and Johnny Gargano and Ilya Dragunov and countless others, Ricky Saints, don't have a SummerSlam match, but we found a way to get the fucking Bella twins on SummerSlam. Does somebody want to explain that one to me? Kathy Kelly interviewed Finn Balor backstage. Balor is one of the 4 individuals that will wrestle in the Fatal 4-way later tonight to crown a number one contender. Kathy asked him about his momentum going into SummerSlam. You know, that great momentum coming out of beating Tama Tonga and Tola Tonga. That momentum. He says he's been scratching and clawing to get back to the glory of his first SummerSlam as champion. Gunther walks in and said that he's next in line and he doesn't care who's holding the title. He'll take back what's his. And then he laughs at Finn Balor saying, 10 years, ha, ha, ha. 10 years, 10 years, ha, ha, ha. That's a very long time, he said, as he smiles and he walks away. Joe Tessitore plugged WWE Radio being added to SiriusXM, formerly Pro Wrestling Nation 24/7. Oh, man. All fucking day, the last 2 days, for 48 hours, I had to hear people all fucking day the last 2 days.
Are you guys gonna cover AEW? I can't wait to see them not cover AEW after a pay-per-view on Sunday night.
Let me explain this to you, my fellow IWC ghoul. You cretin. It's called WWE Radio. It's called WWE Radio. What makes you think that they're going to mention? What makes you think they're going to breathe? What makes you think they're going to think AEW? God, are people this fucking stupid? No, they will not be talking about Redemption. The people who are bound by content creation that need to watch and cover Redemption don't even want to cover Redemption. Yet I got to see Dave Meltzer today openly admitting that he wants longer pay-per-views. Motherfucker, we had to sit through fucking 5 hours of forbidden bore, and you want longer fucking pay-per-views? The fucking show started at 7 p.m. and didn't go off the air till near 1 a.m., and you want longer fucking shows? Tony Khan moved this show up from 8 to 7 and added 2 more matches, putting the overall match number to 10 on Sunday. 10! What, did you add more matches and move the show up by 1 hour to fucking still have it go off the air at 1 a.m.? On what planet? Oh, but they give you more bang for your buck, and WWE only has 5 matches. Nobody's asking for 5 matches. People are complaining over on this side of the fence, too, that they want more matches on their PLEs. But I'll tell you what, nobody wants 14 fucking matches and a forbidden, boring show going fucking 5 hours. Not every match needs to go 25 minutes, Dementia Dave. Dave Meltzer, I don't think he doesn't even realize it. I don't even think Tony Khan realizes it. Dave Meltzer is such a detriment to the AEW product that when AEW inevitably fails, and they will, Dave Meltzer will be blamed for their downfall just as much as Tony Khan will. No show on the AEW calendar should even sniff being that long outside of All In and maybe, and I mean maybe, Double or Nothing. That's it. Oh, but Tony Khan is bound by the pay-per-view providers to go at least 4 hours. No, he ain't. He ain't bound by fucking nobody. What are you fucking kidding me? Bound by who? T-Mobile? Verizon? Like, I'm sure they give a fuck how long Tony Khan goes on the air for. If Tony Khan gave us a 3.5-hour pay-per-view, I swear on my fucking grandparents' tombs, it would be the most refreshing thing in all of fucking the entire sport. 7 to 8 matches tops. Not every match needs to go fucking 40 minutes. If the main event is of great quality and of true main event elite status, then maybe you'll push 25 minutes. Maybe. Bro, I watched Shawn Michaels and Triple H from the 2002 SummerSlam, unsanctioned. Bro, they went 23 minutes. 23 minutes. And I would put that match up against every AEW match in its existence. Not every match needs to go 40 minutes. Royce Keys. Royce Keys in Oakland, chat, from Oakland. Did Royce Keys get an actual entrance on television tonight? Or did you see him standing in the ring waiting for Trick Williams to aura farm his entrance? Which was it? So much for being the hometown guy, huh? Oh, but if you watched it on a VPN, you saw his entrance. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Royce Keys is working out backstage, warming up. Solo Sikoa walked in and said that they got to get the win in front of their families and friends tonight in Oakland. He says if he wins tonight, he gets another match at SummerSlam. Gee, thanks for telling me he's not going to win, because who wants to see Royce Keys wrestle twice on SummerSlam? And why should he wrestle twice on SummerSlam? It looks like we're wrestling Saturday and Sunday. Keys says he was focused on tonight's match. LA Knight walks in and said he always needs to worry about the bloodline. He says he hopes he wins the world title shot. But he told him to keep his eyes in the back of his head alert. Solo told them to calm down. He says they are going at it and there's no need to. I got your backs. So he ended up doing LA Knight's catchphrase. LA Knight asked Keys if this guy was for real. Apparently he is. Apparently he is. Tiffany Stratton and Chelsea Green were backstage talking about how good things could go for them going into SummerSlam. Apparently they're now all besties. They're buddy-buddy. Green left Blake Monroe, who still hasn't wrestled a single fucking match since getting called up. Blake Monroe walked in and said Tiffany seems like she likes the finer things in life, unlike Chelsea. She told Tiffany that the higher she climbs, the more people are chasing what she has. If there is a woman that is to take that belt off of Tiffany Stratton, you are looking at Blake Monroe. I could see Tiffany and Blake Monroe having a very good rivalry if they actually put some fucking thought behind it. Chelsea Green versus Kiana James. This was a qualifying match for the Interim Championship, Women's Championship at SummerSlam. Chelsea Green wins in 4 minutes. Chelsea Green won in 4 minutes. So we had Nikki Bella, or Brie Bella, who gives a fuck, Brie Bella versus Lainey Reid go 5 minutes. Chelsea Green versus Kiana James goes 4 minutes. 4. What happened here? Chelsea Green slammed Kiana down. Pair of arm drags, side Russian leg sweep. Hits a Rough Rider. She goes for an unpretty her. James escapes, hits her with a super kick. Falcon Arrow by Kiana. She goes for a cover. She gets a 2. Kiana missed a big boot. She got a code breaker. Chelsea escaped Kiana. Reversed a move. Got the unpretty her. 1, 2, 3, and Chelsea Green wins and qualifies for the Interim Women's Championship ladder match at SummerSlam. 9 minutes of professional wrestling in the first 2 matches. And everything's been a backstage promo or an in-ring segment. It's quite the show we have here. It's quite the show we have here, chat. They went backstage. Damian Priest. He's with R-Truth. So R-Truth walks up to him and says, "You got to stay loose as a goose." Truth thought their tag team title match with the War Raiders was tonight. Damian Priest tells us that's next week. Tonight is a 4-way. Truth questions whether this was even a PG-like comment. He then asked if he was frazzled because he used his credit card to buy hot dogs on the 4th of July. Damian Priest then said, "Those were free." Cody walked in and says, "Hey, I like hot dogs." Cody said maybe he and Punk will end up beating them for the tag team championships. Yes, because that'll make things a lot more interesting, Cody. Cody told Priest that he'll be the champion he's facing if he earns a title match tonight by winning the Fatal 4-Way. Priest said, "We, the boys, are sick of the same people being the face of this brand." Oh, my goodness. Can I get a loud applause for that? I don't believe Damian Priest was actually given the approval to say that shit on air. That's a legitimate gripe from not only the boys, I'm sure, but that's a legitimate gripe from the audience. And why I say that is because when Damian Priest said that, there was a very audible applause from the crowd when he said that comment. He said, "Whoever stands as champion after SummerSlam, I promise you, they're getting dropped." Cody says, "Well, first of all, the boys, you need to stop listening to them because none of them really matter. None of them are really your boys. Secondly, I like the attitude. Believe that or not, good luck." Speaking of Cody, he was on his way out to the ring. We were finally getting something of substance on this show. Cody and CM Punk face to face in the ring tonight. This is their first face to face since Saturday night's main event and obviously the kickoff show that they did at Fanatics Fest. Why they're doing a kickoff show 2 weeks before SummerSlam at Fanatics Fest, I don't know. Cody makes his way out to the ring. He got barely any reaction. A very lukewarm, weak reaction for the former WWE Champion. Music stopped. Fans are cheering. Some fans are audibly booing. He then asked Oakland what they want to talk about. He then, kind of cringe, introduced CM Punk. Punk came on out. Joe Test talked about the WWE Championship smacking Cody in the face purposely at Saturday night's main event. They want you to believe it was an accident, but it was done on purpose. Even CM Punk didn't really get that much of a reaction. He's shaking hands and he's kind of rubbing people's hair and he's out there fucking greeting the kids. So Punk walked up to Cody and asked for one of the mics. Cody dropped the microphone purposely. He then looks at Punk and said, "Hey, that was an accident." So Punk took off his jacket and it looked like he was ready to throw hands. He got in Cody's face, off microphone. He got very angry. Cody told Punk to pick up the mic. CM Punk didn't even want to use that microphone that Cody just purposely dropped on the floor. So he walks sideways, looking behind him, and he goes and gets another microphone. Punk said, "It's a damn shame that we're even at this point that I can't even turn my back to you or bend over and pick up a microphone. I don't know if you're going to kick me in my teeth or what." Cody says, "You aren't paranoid, and it was an accident." He said he now accepts Punk's explanation that the belt shot was an accident. He said Punk has the title that the entire company revolves around. And he said he needs to beat Punk for himself. Punk says if he has another reason, he doesn't need one. But if he does, please explain it all to us right here in Oakland. Cody said people have heard them say how much they respect and love each other. He says he doesn't think Punk has heard that. Those two things can be true, but he doesn't like him at the same time. So he loves him, but he doesn't like him. They're friends, but he doesn't like him. He said in 2011, Punk cut the pipe bomb and showed everyone there was another way. Cody says he followed the promo and did all those things. "I left, and then I dropped a nuke on the business." Now, I don't know what he was exclaiming here. Was the nuke he left and really became the star that WWE didn't see in him? Or did he leave, meet the Bucks, go to Japan, join the Bullet Club, and start AEW? Was AEW the nuke? I'm assuming that AEW was the nuke here. But obviously they can't reference or name drop AEW. I think the only one that ever name dropped AEW on national television for WWE was Sami Zayn. And I think he said it to Corey Graves, of all people. He says they've talked about that, and he's well aware that when he was doing it, they wished it was you every step of the way. He said he lived with it, and he understands it. He said someone just told him they are tired of the same faces. That someone was Damian Priest. You mean to tell me you don't remember who told you that about 5 minutes ago? He says he was done apologizing for what he worked for and what he earned. He says there's a reason he got the call to do The Tonight Show, and he's doing ESPN next week. He says he's gone from the guy knocking to his door being knocked on. He says he has stood in the ring with the very best. He said the roster today is the best ever. He thanked Nick Khan and Triple H for that. "I don't sweat any of those in the locker room, but you." He says he doesn't have a chip on his shoulder anymore. He says for this story to have a proper ending, he has to beat him at SummerSlam. Punk says he casts a very large shadow that he and some others can't get out from underneath. Some are jealous, but when it comes to him, brothers fight. Punk said if Cody learned from great things he did, good for him for being smart enough to pay enough attention. He said it's not for them to decide who did it bigger. That's up to the people and the history books to decide. Punk said in 2002, he learned from Cody. Now, they were in the same place back in 2022. He said in 2022, he learned from Cody because I was on the outside looking in and I watched you show me that there was a way back. He says he followed that path, and since before that moment, they've been chasing each other. Tony Khan undoubtedly regrets losing both CM Punk and Cody Rhodes because this could have been an all-timer for Tony Khan and AEW in the main event of Wembley Stadium. But their thought process doesn't work the same. Tony's thought process doesn't work the same. He said Cody is lying to himself if he says he doesn't like him. Punk said Cody can't handle the pressure of trying to take the title off somebody he cares about and someone he loves. He says he can't handle the pressure of rising to the occasion, BlueChew.com code JD. And instead, he has to make himself the victim, and everybody else is his enemy. He said if Kevin Owens, Randy Orton, and John Cena are his enemies, then that makes him his only friend. He said he promised him years ago he wouldn't stab him in the front, but rather, or he wouldn't stab him in the back, but rather in the front. He says he'll do that at SummerSlam. And he said at SummerSlam he's going to break Cody's heart. Cody said it sounds like they've said all they need to say. They're going to be tagging together between now and SummerSlam, including some of the next week at several house shows on the West Coast. He said Cody's lesson after he loses to the SummerSlam is that he's the best in the ring and on the microphone. No one can touch me, not even Dusty's kid. Punk's music played. He began to leave. Cody interrupted. He said he wanted the music to stop. That's the way you're going to end it? That's the way you're going to end it. That's what Punk will hear. He wanted him and his music to go off last. So before they play Kingdom, that's what you're going to hear when I beat you at SummerSlam and become a 4-time WWE Champion. So Cody left the ring to Cody's theme music. Punk, they had this wide-angle shot of the ring. Punk stood on the second rope. And as Cody's theme played, we got to the whoa part, and Punk mocked Cody Rhodes with the whoa, and he put his hands out in the air. I liked what they did here. I mean, on a show like tonight, I mean, it's very easy to see why this would stand out as one of the better things on the show. I thought what they did here was a good first step. There's no reason for them to take any personal jabs at each other. Because they're borderline, and the reason why I say that is because they're right now borderline between, they need to create tension, number one, but they're borderline between brothers, but also two of the most competitive individuals on the entire roster, and neither one of them want to lose. So they're kind of in the middle of that, which is going to create some tension because brothers fight. But also at the same time, these two brothers are two of the most competitive guys in the entire industry with two massive egos. So it didn't need to get to a deep personal level. Not yet anyway. Nothing's been done. Nothing's really been said. There's no reason to undercut the other. There's no reason to really stab someone in the fucking back here and just go balls to the wall, all guns blazing, fucking let's heal it up over here. We don't need to do any of that stuff yet. And I'm going to maintain my stance on this. CM Punk is not losing the WWE Championship, nor should he. I do not want to see corporate Punk. I do not want to see heel Punk. I do not want to see anything in regards to CM Punk being a bad guy. What needs to happen here? And the reason why I think CM Punk mentioned, I said many months ago, I was never going to stab you in the back. I would always stab you in the front. We need to see heel Cody Rhodes. If CM Punk is mentioning to Cody, I'm not going to stab you in the back, but I'm going to stab you in the front, then we need to have Cody Rhodes stab CM Punk in the back and not in the front. That's what we need. Cody needs to go heel. Cody needs to show some heel tendencies. Cody needs to be big leagued. Cody needs to get frustrated. Cody needs to take that anger out on Punk. And you heard some of the boo birds tonight. Cody needs to lean into that. We need to see a bad guy Cody at SummerSlam. This match and the fans will dictate the direction of both characters. And whichever way it goes, and in my opinion, it will be Punk, the babyface, and Cody playing the heel. Cody needs to lean into that. 100%. 100%. I thought this was good stuff. Kathy Kelly interviewed Charlotte. Asked her about last week. Charlotte said that all she was focused on was getting revenge for what Jade and her cohorts did to Alexa Bliss. She said Jade is going to learn quickly that she can come after her all she wants, but she'll pay a price for going after her best friend. She said Jade will learn that payback is and you know the rest of that sentence, Kathy. So they allow everybody else to say bitch. But I guess the fact that Nick Aldis and Nikki Bella already said bitch twice on this show, 3 bitches. The third one being from Charlotte was just a little bit too much. I guess maybe their Chat GPT free version ran out. Charlotte and Nia Jax. Unfortunately, we have back-to-back weeks of Nia Jax trying to get into a ladder match to become interim champion. This match went 8 minutes. 8 minutes. Charlotte landed a crossbody off the top rope. Nia sit-out powerbomb on Charlotte for a 2 count. All of a sudden, Jade Cargill, Michin, and B-Fab come to ringside. Jade is standing in the aisleway, and Nia is not all that pleased. Charlotte is on the opposite side of the ring. Michin and B-Fab try to attack, so Charlotte takes them out. She then snapped Nia's neck over the top rope. Charlotte knocked Jade off the ring apron. Jax set up for Samoan drop. Charlotte avoided it, knocked Jax out of the ring with a big boot. Jade then came in and started to attack Charlotte, and the referee called for the bell. Charlotte wins by disqualification. This is 8 minutes of my life I cannot get back, chat. I legitimately handed 8 minutes to the Grim Reaper. Here you go. Jade gave Charlotte jaded afterwards. Jade and the not-so-baddies left. Jax threw a fit and started cursing at Wade Barrett and Joe Tessitore about being screwed over 2 weeks in a row. Oh, poor Nia Jax. Does anybody care about poor Nia Jax? Nobody gives a fuck about Nia Jax. Get her off the fucking television. Jesus Christ. Finn Balor. He's one of 4. Damian Priest, Trick Williams, and Royce Keys, #1 contender match. This went 12 minutes. 12 minutes. This match went 12 minutes. Nia and Charlotte went 8 minutes. That's 20 minutes. If you really want to boil it down, they had a 3-minute commercial in the Nia Jax match, so that's 5 minutes. Chelsea and Kiana didn't have a commercial break. It was too short. And then the opening match also had a commercial break. Bro, we got less than a half an hour of pro wrestling on a 2-hour show. This fatal 4-way took 2 commercial breaks. The match didn't start until, I would say, we went to commercial break at 9:47. We came back at 9:50. WWE then went to another commercial break at 9:53. They didn't get back till 9:55. You may have seen about 5 minutes of actual wrestling on this show in the main event. Maybe. Why are we taking commercial breaks in the fucking main event after you've given me 3 women's matches that are absolutely, undoubtedly, nothing but fucking mid-level slop on this show? So if you're a pro wrestling fan wanting to watch pro wrestling on a Friday Night SmackDown, they basically told you to go suck a dick, is what they told you tonight. I don't know who's in charge of this. I don't know who okayed this. I don't know who's coming up with these ideas, but this show was absolutely fucking disgusting. Disgusting. Literally disgusting. Solo Sikoa made his way out there. Trick Williams, he takes Royce Keys, he slams him face first down to the mat. Solo draped Royce Keys' leg over the bottom rope to stop the count. Jimmy Uso and Jey Uso ran out to attack Solo Sikoa. LA Knight charged out through the crowd, and he gets into the brawl with the Bloodline. We can't escape the Bloodline. Meanwhile, in the ring, Priest turned away from Trick and leapt off the top rope onto everybody at ringside. Balor comes back against Trick. He went for a coup de grace. Trick moved. Trick landed a big cyclone boot. He goes for a cover on Balor, gets a near fall. They showed Sami and Candice LeRae with Johnny Gargano laying on a production crate backstage watching this match because Sami needed to see who he was going to wrestle at SummerSlam. LA Knight Solo fought Jimmy and Jay to the back. Trick was about to hit the trick shot on Balor, but Priest came in and blocked that. Priest gave Trick a south of heaven. Royce Keys broke up the cover almost instantaneously and then threw Damian Priest into the ringside steel post. Royce gives Priest a spine buster. Jacob Fatu pulled Royce Keys out of the match and out of the ring and started beating him up at ringside. Finn Balor then sees an opening. He gave Damian Priest a sling blade, a missile drop kick, and a coup de grace for the 1, 2, 3. Finn Balor is going to SummerSlam. He will wrestle Sami Zayn, and the winner of that match will be the next opponent for either CM Punk or Cody Rhodes. When and where, I don't know. I'm assuming it will take place on SmackDown. And that was your Friday Night SmackDown. Chat, when I tell you this was one of the worst episodes, maybe of the entire decade, this was one of the worst SmackDown episodes of the entire decade. This was one of the worst episodes of SmackDown in its entire history. I don't know what we're doing here. I genuinely don't know what we're doing. Please, please, I urge you. I swear to God, I'm sending out smoke signals. I'm doing whatever I can. Do not watch any WWE propaganda podcast. Do not watch any WWE affiliated podcast or listen to any WWE affiliated podcast. Do not. Do not. There's legitimately no way they could fucking go to bat for this show. There's no way that they can glaze this show. There's just no way. There's just no way. Thank you guys for all your support. I appreciate you. We had 2,300 people in here. If you found your way over here because you are looking for honest, genuine, fucking real human beings talking about this shit in the most passionate way possible because we genuinely want it to be better, you found the right place. You found the right place. Hopefully you enjoy your stay. If you guys have found the podcast and found the channel through my video that I uploaded yesterday on the Busted Open WWE Radio fiasco, I appreciate you. I thank you guys very much. We're going to get into your super chats. We're going to go over all of them. We got a wheel to spin for some great off-the-script exclusive merch. Follow me on social media at JD from NY206, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Cameo. Hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for notifications. Make sure you go and check out all of the content on the channel. Like I said, we uploaded that Busted Open WWE Radio video yesterday. It did massive numbers. Massive numbers. And we netted at least 100 new subscribers off that one video. So continue to support channels like this, man. We are a dying breed out here. Support. There's not many of us left, man. Just a couple of people off the top of my head. hopefully they do the same thing for me. Obviously, you know I love Solid Monster. Solid Monster's right at the top of the list. Mr. Santi Zap. His guy, Sancho West. Bobby Monsoon. My guy, BC Amplified. If he wants to fucking pick up his phone and answer a fucking email, I'd love to do something with him. Get him the fucking message. Get him the message. Bro, you're in fucking Brooklyn, man. Why haven't we gone out for a fucking cup of coffee? You fucking geek. Jesus fucking Christ. It's like fucking pulling teeth to get this guy to come out. My guy, Jesse. The Chi-Town Smart. You got to throw him in the discussion. Issa. Issa takes no bullshit. My guy, Just Alex. Shout out to Jimmy Corderas. Shout out to Niccolo Piccolo. Not really a content creator, but man, he's public enemy number 1 on social media, and I love him for that. Genuinely. Shout out to my guy, Mr. Soldier, man, playing fucking Black Ops 1. I see you, bro. I see you. Using your fucking silenced Galil with fucking Ghost Pro, man. You fucking nerd. It's fucking geek. Telling you, man, there's not Ross. Ross is another one. There's not many of us left, man. Kicking in with Ross. Shout out to Ross. Always love working with him. Got to do something together. Telling you, man, there's not many of us left. Don Tony, the guys over at Wrestling Soup. John Draper. Rest in peace, Kevin Castle. He was another one, man. An OG, man. He wouldn't be standing for this shit. Bro, if you guys watch C-Jax, I'm going to need you to exit the venue. That's like the worst fucking content in the history of fucking wrestling content. That's like borderline fucking reaction garbage. Bro, I don't know how anybody is watching that type of slop. You can tell by just looking at his fucking MS Paint thumbnails that he's a fake engagement farmer. Rage bait engagement farmer. That's all he is. How anybody listens to that? He speaks into a fucking $10 microphone and he sounds like a cartoon character. Every thumbnail is rant. Oh, okay, bro. So we get it. You hate WWE. Fantastic. Tonight we're sponsored by Blue Chew. BlueChew.com. Code JD at checkout. Make sure you guys use that code JD at checkout. So let me get this straight. Sami Zayn waited years to become the WWE Champion. Finally won the big one. 9 days later, lost it to CM Punk. Now Punk gets Cody in the SummerSlam main event while Sami has to earn his way back to a championship match. Who made that decision? They got Sami out here asking, wait, what about me? What about me? That's gotta suck, man. Nobody likes feeling like that. That they're always on the outside looking in. Confidence. Confidence changes everything. Look at CM Punk. You love him or hate him. Guy walks into every arena like he already knows he's the main event. He doesn't second guess himself. He believes he belongs there. That's the type of mindset everybody wants when that moment matters. And that's why today's sponsor is Blue Chew. Blue Chew Gold is better SEX in a tablet. They combine 4 ingredients into one powerful solution. 2 ingredients help physically, and 2 support arousal and desire in the brain. It works fast, it lasts, so you guys can have more of a complete experience in the bedroom. Because let's be honest, being physically ready is only half the battle. Sometimes your mind is cutting a completely different promo than the rest of your body. And Blue Chew is designed to help you get both heads in the game and go for the gold. Less overthinking, more confidence. The only thing you should be chasing is a great night, not wondering if you should have gotten a title shot like Sami Zayn. There's a reason Blue Chew is the #1 brand for better SEX. Experience it yourself at BlueChew.com. Great deal for all of our listeners. You buy 2 months of Blue Chew Gold, you get 10% off and a 3rd month free with code JD. That's Blue Chew Gold. You buy 2 months of Blue Chew Gold, you get the 3rd month for free with code JD. 10% off, free overnight shipping on your first order. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And I want to thank them for sponsoring the podcast right here on OTS. Can we go 17 times like John Cena? Absolutely. Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. Dingleberry! Dingleberry, I see you in the chat, bro. You got to get me info, bro. You won the last wheel. I got to get you your merch, okay? You got to reach out to me, find me, and send me your information. I got to get you your mug and your hat, okay? Unless you don't want it. Unless you don't want it. We got to get Dingleberry his merch. Let's get to the wheel. It's time for the Wheel of Fun, the VIP wheel. Let's get these names out of here. Start fresh. We are gonna start fresh with the VIP wheel. Michael Krause with the $2 super chat, brother. How you know? All gas, no brakes with it. Yeah. Thank you, Michael Krause. Jay Gordo, 89. Jay Gordo's on the wheel. Let's add some Jay Gordo to the wheel. Jay Gordo's there twice. Jay Gordo. He's there twice. What's up, JD? Happy Friday, brother. I went out with family for drinks. I know I missed SmackDown. What'd I miss? I usually catch up on your show. Feel better, JD OTS. For bro, you didn't miss nothing. Don't watch. Consume it via clips. Go to the WWE YouTube channel and watch the segments with Punk, Cody, Aldis, and Gunther, and that's it. Joey Taylor with a $2 super chat. I like this Justice for Sami Zayn character. The thing is, he's never going to have justice. He's never going to find justice. Michelle with a 2. Tired of the same faces on top? Damn straight. Beantown 8024. Beantown is on the wheel 3 times. Beantown wants to go for a two-time win on the wheel. CM Punk and Cody's promo was better. Still feel Sami is the best thing on SmackDown. Everything he said in his promo was true and came from his heart. Also, Tiffany should never defending her title against JC at SummerSlam. JC did say that she's coming for Tiffany's title after SummerSlam. Thank you, my brother. Hayden with a $1.99, no message. Beantown with another $9.99. He gets on the wheel 4 times. Correction, JD. I meant to say Tiffany should have been defending her title at SummerSlam against JC instead of the ladder match. Also, Blake should be in the ladder match. I agree on both. Tay with a $20 super chat. Tay the Savior. He's got 3 spots on the wheel, this Tay. Yo, JD, thank goodness I missed SmackDown tonight. Thank you for getting me through this show so I won't have to watch. This month has not been it for me. Hopefully August is better for all of us. JD, you are indeed number 1. I appreciate that, Tay. Batman 8845 $2 super chat. BC Amplified is right. Triple H is the worst booker ever. Bro, Triple H is fucking horrendous right now. I don't know what the fuck is going on. WrestleMess with the $1.99. My new couch plus SmackDown made for a great nap. Man, that's a moment right there, man. When you buy a new couch and you kind of sink into it for the first time. Oh, man. Illuminati. We got a $10 super chat from my guy, Illuminati. Let's get him on the wheel. Let's get him on the wheel. If I could copy and paste his fucking name. Phil is on the wheel. Twice. Thank you, Phil. Phil's looking for redemption, too. Phil says, the Gunther Aldis session was okay, and then all downhill from there. Thank God for Nick, Gunther, Punk, and Cody. Otherwise, this show is a fucking absolute fucking just light it on fire. Keith Smith with 11 months. When I saw the news of Busted Open, my heart dropped for you when your vid yesterday then made me tear up. I'll be here till you call it quits or I get pillowed. Thank you, Keith. My time chasing Busted Open has come to an end, bro. It had a very small chance of happening then, and it's now never going to happen. Ever. Maybe I'll land with someone's network. Maybe I'll be on a bigger platform somewhere. Maybe I'll just get my own fucking Sirius Radio XM show. How about that? Captain Solo with a $2 super chat. Mello never misses catering. Facts. Sadly. Facts. AJ Body with a $4.99. Gunther retired Goldberg, Cena, Styles, beat Rollins at Mania 42 to result of being Cody Rhodes' bitch the entire spring and summer on Friday Night SmackDown. Yeah, that's basically what it has come down to, yeah. DeGoth, you're of House DeGoth with a $5 super chat. I wonder how HBK feels to see everyone he sends up to the main roster being fumbled. Him and Triple H probably laugh about it as they go out for a cigar. Scripps, another day, another WWE letdown. Thank you for 51 months, Scripps. I appreciate you being here, brother. AJ Body with a $4.99. Drew McIntyre made Jacob Fatu into a beast at WrestleMania 42, only for Roman to bury all of Jacob Fatu's momentum. Yeah. Sad, ain't it? Lauren with a 44 months. I feel you, JD. The Cody and Punk segment was worthless. Bella's and Jade. Really? Phoenix deserves better. SmackDown needs Orton, Owens, Naomi, and Bianca bad. Well, Bianca ain't going to be back for another year. Yeah, Bianca's out. Naomi... I'm feeling Naomi soon. I'm feeling Owens soon. Orton, I don't know. I don't know. Lollybomb with a $4.99. The people running big name wrestling are not passionate about real wrestling. It's all about big bucks in all facets of the world. People are too passive. Yeah, well, yeah, you got one side is being so done corporately, and then AEW is being booked by somebody that absolutely will not stand for any sort of insight or criticism whatsoever and will book whatever the fuck he wants. Because it's his money, it's his show, and he's going to do what he wants. He doesn't listen to nobody. The only person he listens to is Dave Meltzer. Phil, you're on the wheel again, brother, for another $10 super chat. Appreciate you, Phil. Phil's going for his redemption. The reality is TKO realized they can maximize profits with minimum effort, and the average person doesn't have the common sense to realize the writing team is making slop. Thank God for you, JD, and this chat. Well, thank you, brother. Yes, you are 100% correct. 100%. We got my guy, David Rice. He's on the wheel 3 times. Dave says, you know I respect your opinion, but I respectfully disagree. It was an okay SmackDown. Not great. Nothing blew my socks off. I think SummerSlam and post-SummerSlam, we will see some names you brought up return. Man, we are getting beaten pretty badly on the way there, then. This was not an okay show. I'm done being okay, bro. You give me the best you got. Right now, they're not. Phil with a $5 super chat. New shirt idea, the last real wrestling podcast. You know, that actually might have to be, bro. That actually might have to be. Chris with a 49-month SmackDown is just good for falling asleep. Tonight's show, yes. Most weeks, yes. The Mother Lover is looking for a fucking win on the wheel. Can he get it tonight? He's got 2 spots. WWE does not want a radio station. If they did, there would have been one years ago. What they really want is to drown out criticism and reduce commentary for other promotions. Oh my God, everything's great! Everything's great! I wonder what Everything's Great is going to be doing. I think she may get booted off the platform too, no? Is she going to remain with Busted Open? Doesn't she cover AEW and TNA on that show? I don't know. I don't give a f. None of my business. None of my business. Mr. Premium. Oh my goodness. Look at this guy with a $50 super chat. Mr. Premium got himself 6 spots on the fucking wheel. Oh my God. Brother, I know what it's like to work years to obtain a certain goal and have it pulled out from underneath you. I can now say from experience that things have turned out better than I could have ever imagined. The best is yet to come. God bless. I hope you are right, Mr. Premium. I hope you are correct, my friend. Also, with the 9 months, last of the true and real podcasters almost sounds like a zombie movie. Everyone is slowly dying off with only a select few remaining. Yeah. I can't watch WWE anymore. Please bench me. Why would we bench you for that? Jobber Jim, why would we bench you for that, man? You're factually correct. Nobody's going to bench you for being factually correct in my chat, bro. Come on now. No, we don't. No. Don't bench him. Don't bench him. Don't bench Jobber Jim. Don't bench Jobber Jim. No. We want Jobber Jim in the chat, okay? My guy, Hurricane. Oh, my goodness. $20 super chat. Boring. SmackDown is boring. We're not benching you, Jobber Jim. Keep asking for it. It's not going to happen, bro. Hurricane. Hurricane got 3 spots on the wheel, this Hurricane. Thank you, brother. Nathan with the $4.99. Hey, JD, I'm new here and really enjoy your content. I hope there is room for one more in the OTS community. Brother, you are more than welcome, man. Pull up a fucking seat, order an adult beverage, and enjoy the show, man. Get this guy around on me. Get Nathan around on me, okay? Whatever he wants. Top shelf. Top shelf, Nathan. Top shelf. Jobber Jim says, mark my words, one day I will be benched unjustifiably. Okay, whatever you want, man. Whatever you want, man. We all got our goals, if that's what you want. Captain Solo, $10 super chat. Amazing video you put up earlier concerning Busted Open Radio. Like Ted DiBiase once said, everyone's got a price. You are one of the last few real ones. Thank you for OTS. Thank you, Captain Solo. That means a lot, brother. Let's get Captain Solo on the wheel with 2 spots. Captain Solo's looking for some redemption, too. He's got to win this fucking wheel. DJ55 was at the show. Pre-show main event was Mello vs. Saints, which was better than most of the regular show, but good end of SmackDown. They got the crowd involved, took a piss as soon as Nia walked out. Sounds about right. DJ. He's got 2 spots on the wheel. Arvin! Nintendo Switch 2 or PlayStation 5, bro? PlayStation 5 Pro. Arvin. It's Nate with a $20 super chat. It's Nate. I appreciate you, man. It's Nate's got 3 spots on the wheel. JD, you know you're always true. You are the voice of the voiceless. You give facts, and you're the reason I keep watching wrestling. But I feel like Vince is running the show again with this shit we are getting. I don't know, man. It genuinely feels that something is wrong, man. Something's fucked up somewhere. It cannot be this fucking bad. It can't. Without there being a plausible reason. Phil Illuminati with a $2 super chat. Can't wait to see Magnus again. Yes. It's Nate. He's got another spot on the wheel. 4 spots for Nate. I just can't anymore. I'm glad sort of your community will always be there. For always the GOAT. OTS for life. Much love, bro. Have a fabulous old-fashioned on me. Thanks for the content. Nate, I appreciate you, brother. He also says, I'm done with WWE after tonight, but I'll always keep watching you because you give us the best content, all the IWC. JD from NY is the GOAT. Nate, I appreciate that, man. Thank you for the kind words. Frank with a $5 super chat. JD, can you do a boring with that kick-ass echo? Frank, I'll do that on Sunday for Redemption. And I'll do that on Monday. I'll do it when I'm driving the car away on Monday. My voice is a little... I'm still getting over whatever I'm going through, head cold-wise. I'll take a rain check. Mother Lover. SmackDown was fucking boring with a $1.99. Absolutely agree. Brandon Neal with a new membership. Brandon, what the fuck are you drinking, Brandon? MGM Bolin with a $9.99. I didn't watch tonight, but when I saw Punk say the nobody can touch me line again, I rolled my eyes hard. He's getting repetitive, and I miss 2011 to 2013 Punk. Well, he doesn't really have a lot to work with here, bro. He doesn't really have a lot to work with. Survivor with a Canadian $13.99. Thanks again for watching SmackDown so I don't have to, JD. Loving the SummerSlam watch along on Patreon. Patreon.com/JD from NY206. We got a lot of great stuff going up over there. Another watch along happening in our SummerSlam match review series, and we got a Q&A going up. Hopefully you guys bring out the good questions. Survivor. 1993's got himself 2 spots on the wheel. Phil with a $5 super chat. Cody's promo would have been better if he said he has resentment for Punk rather than I don't like you. Makes more sense with the Weir brothers. Sure. I think I trust Cody and Punk to do what they need to do more so than the writing team for their promo work and their match. The random one with a $9.99. Woo! Tranquilo. How you know, JD? JD, you're awesome, and this community is awesome. How about a holy shit chant for the community? I will do that. Brother, in a little bit. Let this song play out because this is the best part of the song coming up. But the random one, he's got 2 spots on the wheel. Thank you, random one. Dark one, I gotta add you to the wheel 3 times, Dark one. 4 times, actually. You got 2 plus 1 and then 1 from the other night. I remember. So Dark 177, he gets added 4 times to the wheel because he had donated late last stream. And it came in after the wheel had concluded. So you're on there 4 times, brother. Hey, JD, SmackDown was horrible. Even my cat refused to watch it with me. Also, do I still get a spot on the wheel from Wednesday's stream? Yes, you do. And as always, watch The Sopranos. Appreciate all you do for the community. 4 spots, Dark One. 4 spots for you. You got 2 with the 20. You got 1 because we met the goal. And we got 1 from Wednesday. There you go. Arcade with a $10 super chat. Am I too late to enter the wheel to win some free merch? Both AEW and WWE sucks so hard, and I don't know what to do or how to feel because of these 2. Yes, it sucks, bro. And no, it is not too late. You got 2 spots on the wheel. Arcade, the hedgehog, gets 2 spots on the wheel, and we got a lot of wheel action tonight. I'm loving it. Loving the wheel action. Dingleberry, hey JD, another banger episode. How do you keep taking these wrestling bullets for us? You're the king. You're the fucking king. Dingleberry, you got to get me your info, bro. Thank you for the comments. I appreciate the comments. Thank you for the kind word. You got to get me your info so I could get you your mug and your hat. Okay? Random one with a $4.99 JD and chat. Let's boycott SummerSlam and make a point since they have a lot riding on this 2-night boring commercial fest. Oh, brother, I would never give up an opportunity to make money off of them and also shit on what they do if they actually put on a bad show. Let's get the, I got to give you guys a round of applause because I promised. You guys are great, man. You guys are great. I love it. You guys brought the energy tonight. Each and every night, man. Random one. Thank you for the $4.99. Nate TV with a $4.99. C-Jax is definitely the one guy in the IWC that's desperate to pay his bills to his tiny house, so he comes up with the biggest rage bait ever. Bingo. There's legitimately nothing creative about his content. Nothing. He's one of those guys, like I mentioned in the Busted Open video yesterday, sits in his bedroom with his $5 IKEA curtains and his fucking, his anime posters that he buys off Temu. Just so that he has some wall decor on his streaming wall. Tony Brown with a $5 super chat. Look, JD, I am old as hell, disabled Army vet with bad hands and obviously bad eyes. Brother, you don't got bad eyes. Get the fuck out of here, man. Tony Brown's got bad eyes. Come on, man. I don't believe that for a second. Jeff's got 3 spots on the wheel. Hey, JD, still watch WWE every week, hoping the product will get better, but unfortunately under this administration, fear that's unlikely. But you're the GOAT of wrestling content creators. Hope to play with you on MW4. Go OTS. I will be playing the beta next month. I don't have high hopes for it. I hate Infinity Ward. I hate them. Furious Nation with the 499. What's up, JD? Heel Cody is best for business and for the product and operates better as a heel. Hopefully Punk brings that out of him. Much love, man. Thank you, Furious. Don Stoney. What's up, my brother? $5 super chat. Shout out to Don Tony Wrestling Soup, Spitball Media, and as fucking always, rest in peace, Kevin Castle. Enjoy your merch, brother. Thank you for always being here. Chris. Near Fall Podcast. He's got 2 spots. Chris, Near Fall Podcast. He's got 2 spots on the wheel. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate that. Let's get him on there twice. Chris says, what's up, JD? How you know? I want in on the wheel. My daughter Brooklyn is a huge fan. Thinking about going to Hog on August 7th. Would love to get a pic with you and Jason, 2 of my favorites. We'll be there, brother. We will be there. It's going to be crazy. House of Glory, August 7th. Salamonster and I on the call. You guys can listen and watch us live on YouTube, free of charge. None of this, I got to pay $20 to watch or what, $14.99, whatever it was. We will be easily accessible for this show on August 7th. So make sure, I want to see all of the sound off, and I want to see all of the OTS community in that chat room on August 7th. Can you guys do that for me? That's what I want to see. Lavelle, $20 super chat. Lavelle is getting on the wheel 3 times, Lavelle. Lavelle is getting on the wheel 3 times. What match will steal the show at SummerSlam? Do you think Gable and Penta have a shot at it? Also, if AEW introduced their own Hall of Fame, who would be your class of 5? What match will steal the show? Penta and Gable, I'm hoping. I think Cody and Punk have an opportunity to do that. And if WWE gives us an actual Hell in a Cell match worthy of being inside Hell in a Cell, Brock and Oba could do it too. I don't know who will be in the AEW Hall of Fame, but Sting is numero uno, number 1. Sting. Clone Force with the 199. My great-grandma is about to pass away at 96. Clone, I'm very sorry to hear that, brother. My thoughts and prayers are with you. My thoughts and prayers are with you. Do whatever you can to make sure she is as comfortable as can be, brother. And please tell her that you love her. I did not get the opportunity to do that with either grandparent. Hollywood guy with $5 super chat. Do you see the Bellas betray Paige or Paige betray the Bellas? I would love to see Paige betray the Bellas. I think Paige could use some fucking attitude. I think she's just a better heel than she is a babyface. She's super uninteresting as a babyface. Furious with a $5 super chat. Also, I may not be the biggest Hogan fan, but sadly a year ago Hulk passed away. A legend, gone but never forgotten. It doesn't even feel like a year, bro. Seriously, it doesn't even feel like a year. The year just went by way so quick. DK Juggalo. He's got 2 spots on the wheel. We got, let's get some music going here. Let's do that. DK Juggalo. He's got 2 spots on the wheel. I have a boring LOL shirt idea for you. RIP Busted Open. Thank you for being the true voice of the IWC OTS for life. Thank you, Juggalo. Furious with a $5 super chat. What a clown Bruce is for burying NXT, saying Oba and Trick aren't ready. How he's still there boggles my mind. The guy's like a cockroach. Bruce sucks. Bruce is awful. Hardy Punk with the 17 months. First time in 17 months that I didn't watch wrestling. live since last Friday. Don't know what happened. Do not care. All I know is I miss you guys. It's pretty bad out here, bro. It's pretty bad out here. Furious with a $5 super chat. So AEW Redemption should be a good pay-per-view wise. Should be good pay-per-view wise, but I gotta be honest with you, bro. It feels like a glorified Dynamite, not wasting my $50. Brother, I'm going to stream I'm gonna stream via other variables and other means. I ain't giving them my money. Not for this show. I gave them my money for 7 years, man. They could fucking kick rocks with this fucking shit. Chicago for MBK. He's got 2 spots on the wheel. Thank you, Chicago. No message. The Mother Lover gets another spot on the wheel. He wants redemption. I tried to move on. I tried to let go, but these lonely nights won't let me go. No. They will not. They will not. Hardy Punk with a 5. Cody versus Punk should definitely include a heel turn. Cody seems like the obvious choice. If they got the balls, they turn Punk heel to retain. Cody needs to go heel. Tony Brown with a $2 super chat. I also donated 10, JD. Tony, where's your 10, brother? How did I miss Tony Brown's $10 super chat? Where's Tony Brown's $10 super chat? Why didn't I see Tony Brown's $10 super chat? Am I blind? Tony, where are you? Where is Tony Brown? I don't see it. Did YouTube just completely miss Tony Brown? I don't see Tony Brown here. Or was it 2 5s, Tony? Fuck it. We'll add Tony Brown. Watson with 50 months. What's up, JD? I enjoyed the Punk Cody promo. Other than that, SmackDown was boring. Cheers, bro. And Clone Force with a $4.99. Same way Collider went out by shilling Star Wars sequel trilogy and they lost fans and got mad at fans for criticizing it. Same way Busted Open will go out, unfortunately. Unfortunately. All right, guys, I'll give you another 30 seconds to get in your chats. If you still want to be a part of the wheel, you got 30 seconds. Again, I want to thank you guys for a great stream. You guys killed it. Let me shuffle the wheel. The wheel is shuffled. Okay? Thank you guys for a great stream. I appreciate it. You guys know where to find me at JD from NY206. Furious comes in late. Furious. He's got 2 spots on the wheel. Excellent. Furious Nation comes in. He's got 2 spots on the wheel. We'll shuffle again. Follow me on social media at JD from NY206. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Cameo. Hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for notifications. Go check out all the other content on the channel. There's plenty of it, including that Busted Open Radio video from yesterday. Go and check that out. There was a lot I had to get off my chest, so hopefully it resonated with you guys as well. And if that is everything, we're going to spin the wheel. 1, 2, 3, spin it.
If I could show you the top of the world, all of the things I've seen, every long and winding road.
Mother lover! Mother lover, you fucking got it! No! No! Phil! Phil got it! Oh my goodness! Mother lover, why? Why? Oh no! Oh. Oh. What is going on, man? Phil got the win. Phil, you got to reach out to me. DM on Twitter. Message on Instagram. Email me. Reach out to me. The last guy, Dingleberry, didn't give a fuck. So reach out to me. We'll get you stuff early next week. Oh, my goodness. Man, Mother Lover's got to get a fucking win, man. He's got to get a win. He's got to get a win. Anyway, thank you guys for all your support. Follow me on social media. You guys know the deal, man. I'll be live, unfortunately, Sunday night with AEW Redemption. Oh, do I have to? I genuinely may not even do it. This is the last real podcast in this space. Solid Monster too. We love Solid Monster. Thank you guys. You guys are great. I'll see you Sunday for AEW Redemption right here on Off the Script. I'll see you guys later.